Hey guys, wanted to try to get a video in today. Haven't put a video out for a little while. I think it's been since maybe May or June. I guess I've just been kind of spending the entire summer trying to acquire and accumulate some equipment and some items that I've kind of been wanting for a while. And I thought I'd kind of go over today a little bit of what I've been doing, what I've put together, and let you kind of take a look at that, kind of see some of the things that I've done, some of the things that I've gathered. One thing I wanted to mention is that for some of you that have looked at my Maxpedition cocoon pouch with the Gerber LMF knife, I put together that little survival kit with it and wanted to let you know that that's not really necessarily my main survival kit. I've had some comments about things to put in it and what to have and what I need and all these type of things, but those are the items that are in that kit are really just some extra items that I had that I kind of put together as kind of a minimalist type kit. What I'm going to go through with you today is actually what I carry with me when I go outdoors. For the most part, I think I kind of got things kind of how I want, but every time I think that, then I find something else that I want, something else I want to buy. So let me go through a little bit. You can see some of the items here, but let me go through a little bit on each one of them. What I have. Start with this. This is just a outdoor research nylon pouch that I've had for quite a while. Nothing real fancy. It's actually a fairly thin material. It has a main pocket that opens here, which I have a Petzl headlamp in. It has a sleeve here. It has a little pocket here, which I have some waterproof matches in a Ziploc bag, and then on the back of this is just some survival instructions that are on a piece of paper that I was able to copy off. I think that this is actually what comes out of the Adventure Medical kits, if I remember right. Just made a copy of that and stuck that in there. So really not too much in these little pockets. And then what I kind of have in here is my carabiner kit that I think many of you have maybe seen the video on. This really hasn't changed at all. This is just a little kit that I kind of put together, kind of got the inspiration from Dave Canterbury. I think I mentioned that on my video of that, so not really going to go over that, but you can kind of see a little bit of what's on here. This is like a spy capsule, a pill fob type of thing, and really what I have in here is just some tinder. In there is all that I have in there. So I have a little bit of flexibility with this. I can put this on my belt and keep this pouch somewhat open a little bit to put other stuff in here. I do also have a small little fishing kit in here that we put together into a just a little plastic, I think it's one of these little plastic Nalgene tubes. So, but if I want, I can kind of leave this open a little bit and put all this stuff, back in here. And then kind of have a little bit of an open kit or an open pouch that I can put some other things in if I want to. Then just kind of hook this on my belt. In case I maybe didn't make the comment before, this stuff is for that what I would wear like on my belt or something when I'm out. I have a backpack that is a Rush 72. It's a 511 Rush 72. That I use as kind of like my camping backpack, and then I have a that NATO water bottle holder carrier, which I have a video on. I use that as a means of carrying my canteen. So this is stuff that I would have with me like on my belt. This is a Leatherman Wave, a black one. I think maybe some of you guys have probably seen this. Nothing real fancy about it. It's just a Leatherman Wave in black. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a little partial to black. I have a lot of black bags and pouches, and so it just kind of seems to make sense to kind of have everything match. So this is something that I would probably have with me actually, all the time. I actually might even have this with me on my belt when I have my backpack on. There's a little bit of room that I can kind of get that on there. And this is just in a nylon pouch that I actually got from CountyCom. It's a little bit of a MOLLE pouch, has a little bit of flexibility with you know, where you can put that on your belt, or you know, on the molly webbing of a backpack or something like that. So that's that. And then I bought this, well, maybe a couple weeks ago. This is just a little Streamlight flashlight that I bought. It has a little nylon pouch with it that isn't really all that fancy, all that durable. Has a little bit of a belt loop here that you can use. It is Velcro, so you can kind of put it on some molly webbing if you want. That gives you a little bit of flexibility with where you can kind of put that and everything. But this is just kind of a straight up flashlight. It's got a little bit of a belt clip on there. Nice and bright. It does have a little bit of a strobe function on there. So you can kind of see that a little bit. That's kind of nice. But this is just kind of a small compact flashlight that I got that I can use for when I'm outdoors, things like that. Little Streamlight flashlight. And then my main thing that I kind of purchased here, hoping you guys can see this okay. This is made by Essie, which used to be Rat, the way I understand. This is the Azulu, well, what I bought it for is kind of a neck knife. I bought the black one, of course. I bought the one that has the kit with it. And the kit is basically the knife. It is the Kydex sheath. It's this plastic clip that you can use. Well, you can kind of use for a belt clip, but it doesn't have a lot of room to get a very thick belt through. And then it also comes with this little whistle, which I've done a little bit of modification to. It comes with the paracord to wrap around the handle. The paracord that mine came with was kind of olive drab, but I turned it into black. I got some black paracord, and I just attached the whistle to the outside, kind of decorated up with some little skull beads, and then this is part of the wrap around the knife that I just kind of secured with a cord lock and a knot and a cord end to kind of keep the paracord together. So not really necessarily going to do a review on this knife. This knife, by the way, also came with a fire starter, a flint and steel type of thing to kind of as a fire starter. But what I've also done here, I didn't really care for that particular fire starter. I put one of the Nano Strikers on here, made by Exotac. I really like this fire striker. I'm not necessarily going to do a review on it right now, but it's nice and compact and lightweight. I can maybe take it apart. This is the actual striker part. Get that screwed back on, and then I can get it apart here. Right in through here is where the actual fire steel is, and then you can kind of put all this stuff together and everything, and it makes for a real nice, compact, lightweight fire starter. So I have just kind of clipped that to the lanyard that I kind of made for this. I made kind of an extra long lanyard, as you can kind of see. The reason I made that extra long is so that I have a little bit of flexibility with how I carry that. I can kind of carry that around my neck, or I can actually kind of carry it around. It'll actually go over my shoulder. And I put these skull beads on here just for a little bit of decoration, but also to just give a little bit of comfort. When I had this around my neck, the paracord kind of cut into my neck a little bit. So having those skull beads on there actually kind of made it a little bit more comfortable around my neck. So this is the type of fashion that I would kind of carry it in. I would kind of carry it with the knife handle kind of hanging down. And then what I also put on here, just, you know, and this is not necessarily set in stone whether I have this on here or not, but this is a little CountyCom pouch that I bought. It's for a Zippo lighter. I secured it with just a bike tire inner tube, and got a little Altoids tin on it that I'm going to try to put a fishing kit in. So just to kind of carry some different things. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to do with this. So got any comments? Let me know. Thanks, guys.